brain. Good morning, Bikini Bottom. And if you get that, you're awesome. And also, yes, I'm wearing a SpongeBob sweater. Pull over. It's cold here. I have my fan on already. And I haven't worn my SpongeBob one in forever. So I put my SpongeBob one on. So, it is Saturday. I realize that. I'm going to be doing a super short vlog, reading vlog. This time, because one, I haven't really been picking up the camera. Two, I was not binge reading, but reading, Long Live the Pumpkin Queen with my besties. We all finished it. Me and Alicia finished it yesterday. It was a 5 out of 5 hands down. But I was having a hard time getting into the book. I don't know if it was Shea Earnshaw's writing or what it was. This was the first Shea Earnshaw book that I've ever read before. So I don't know what it was. But I finished it. I loved it. It was a 5 out of 5 hands down. Totally good. I loved it so much, like I keep saying. Anyways, so I'm gonna do some super short reads this weekend just to have some content on my channel. But to be honest, one, I really didn't want to pick up the camera and film. Two, I just wanted to spend time with my family, and yesterday was my husband's birthday, so we just spent time together. We watched movies, we watched BookTube, he did stuff on his laptop. We were together as a family and everything. So, no cameras or nothing was taken out. But I did manage to start and read it yesterday, Deadpool Samurai Volume 1. This was very funny and very interesting because all of the not all of the Avengers, but the Avengers are in here. They're trying to get to recruit Deadpool. But he didn't want to do it, of course, you know, because Wade is Wade and he just does his own thing, and he's the merc with the mouth, y'all. He interjects like he does with his comics. He talks how he normally talks. He just doesn't, he's not allowed to cuss a lot in this because this is Shonen Jump. And he actually meets a spider. This is Haruka Hada. She was bitten like Peter was. Says right here, born raised in Japan, she got her powers in almost exactly the same way as Spider-Man 2. Lives with her Aunt May and her Uncle Ben. Note that is actually Uncle Tsusumu, but the joke is that the something character for his name can also be pronounced Ben. Oh, kanji, sorry. I didn't mean something. I meant kanji. I just needed to finish the sentence to know. But I gave this a 4 out of 5. It was very good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I do want to get the second one. And if they continue this manga, it's going to be even better. Because we have Bruce showing up. There is a pop idol in here. And she has a symbiote attached to her. And her whole gig is that she's so cute and beautiful that her fans love her, and she loves that for them. Loki is also in here. Iron Man shows up. Freaking Captain America shows up. Wade ends up tying Spider-Man up at the end of the comic, and he's like, I'm leaving New York. I'm gonna go to Japan. I'm gonna miss you, Spidey. And Spidey's like, oh, I'm gonna miss you too. Do you want anything? Seriously, do you want anything? And because Wade being Wade, he would say something dirty, and he can't do that in this comic or this manga. So he's like, yeah, swing me through New York City as I ride on your back. So it was super cute and fun, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Okay, the next ones I want to pick up, again, I'm doing some super short reads this weekend. So I want to pick up volumes 9 and volume 10 of Twilight Princess. Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. As many of you should know by now, if you've been on my channel, Twilight Princess is my all-time favorite game in the Zelda franchise. I just love the backstory in it. I love how Link turns into a wolf. I love the backstory for Midna. I love just the art in general. I love how dark and gothic it is also. So, I know what's going to happen in these because, again, I've played the games, but I love reading about them because you get a little bit more inside these volumes than you do inside the games, because I just recently finished the Ocarina of Time manga, and you get a little bit more, like, you find out that when Zelda is dressed as Sheik, she's working for Ganondorf, and you don't see that in the game. Link actually talks in these, and if you played the game, you know he is the silent hero, which is very interesting for him to be talking in these, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. So, I don't want to butcher his name, so I will be putting up right here so you can see his name. I don't want to butcher it, so, yeah. I'm thoroughly grateful that he is doing these, and I love his art. So good. So those two I'll also be reading, and I also want to pick up Monster Street, The Boy Who Cried Werewolf by J.H. Reynolds, because these are super short. They're like, kind of like Goosebumps. Stein did blurb it. It says, fast, funny, and frightening, R.L. Stein. So this says, Max Blood Knight can't decide what's more terrifying about his weekend in Wolf Country. The fact that he has to stay with grandparents he's never met before, or being stuck on a farm without cell service. If only that was all he had to fear. Determined to solve the mystery of his father's death that occurred years before at the claws of a legendary werewolf, Max must hunt to uncover the truth before the full moon rises and the werewolf strikes again. I love his last name, Blood Knight. That is such an awesome last name. What the hell? That is so cool. There's only one rule. Stay out of the forest. So, I'm going to be reading this, and if I finish this before the end of the weekend, I do have a second one, which is called The Halloweeners. Here's the cover for it. But I'm pretty sure I can finish this because it's like the same style as a Goosebumps. And Goosebumps don't take me that long, even if especially if I'm into the story. So, yeah, I'm super stoked to pick this up. And the second one seems awesome. I do need to get the third one, which is a carnival one, and the fourth one. So, that's what I will be reading for this weekend. It's just 3 books, but I really want to get these done. This 10th one just came out, and I gotta wait for the 11th one, but I don't mind reading them and then picking up the volume and reading it straight away because I already know what's going to happen. But this is what I'm reading right here. Let me know if you've read any of these, what you thought about them. Let me know how your weekend's going, or how your weekend went, because you'll see this after the weekend.
Seeing you make skipping work so tempting. Don't you know that in the night I'm temping here at this dead-end job? Oh, we are the working dead, and we lurch for minimum wage. But I'd really rather be eating your brain. Seeing you make skipping work so...
Hello friends, it's still the same day. It's still Saturday. It is about 1 something? Wait, yep, 4 in the afternoon. So I finished both volumes 9 and volume 10. Both 5 stars, of course. So volume 9, we get to see Link and his friends get reunited after he defeats Zant inside the Twilight Realm. And they learn that, of course, Ganondorf has been let out, and he is at Hyrule Castle, probably holding Princess Zelda. I absolutely love this cover. Like, look at Link in action, y'all. That is such a beautiful cover. Oh, I love that he writes it and he freaking does the art for freaking... This is so cool. Oh, and this panel, let me see if I could find it. Where are you at? Okay, I gotta show you this panel of Midna. Of course, in her actual form. Like, look at this gorgeousness of Midna. She is so stunning. Look at her. Normally, how we see Midna in most of the game is in her impish form, which is this. But I'm telling y'all, she is a stunning freaking queen princess. But look at her. She is stunning. And if you don't know, her skin is actually blue with the black of the Twilight. Like, I'll try to find an actual color picture of Midna and I'll put her up next to me so y'all could see her if you've never played the game or anything, so you don't know. And in this one, of course, like, that's a gorgeous cover also. Like, are you kidding me? Link and Zelda. I don't like Ganondorf. I've never liked him. He's... whatever. Anyways, we get to see Link fight Zelda when Ganondorf is possessing her. And if y'all don't know, that's what my tattoo is inspired by, is Zelda being possessed by Ganondorf. I'm saying his name a lot, like Beetlejuice, y'all. Is he gonna show up? Anyways, let me show you a panel of him inside her. Like, look at that. Look how creepy she is. And in the game, when he possessed her, it is really creepy and weird because he gets all like his big mouth, and it does not fit Zelda whatsoever. Not one bit, y'all, it doesn't. But in this one, of course, he's fighting Ganondorf, and it ends, the volume ends with him striking down Beast Ganon. And if y'all know the game, sorry y'all, ran out of storage on the memory card. He defeats Ganondorf. So the next volume is him actually defeating him, and Zelda helps him with the light bow and everything. So, and Midna's gonna go back to her realm, and that will probably be the end of all these volumes, because we're getting to the end of the game also. So I have not yet picked up Monster Street, The Boy Who Cried Werewolf. I'm probably going to pick this up pretty soon, even though it's still 1 o'clock. Son played outside for a bit, but I'll be picking this up soon, of course. And watching Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. So I'm going to listen to / watch Scooby-Doo whilst reading. And I'm knocking out some reading by the end of this month. I did finish my whole TBR. Let me know down in the comments if y'all want some wrap-ups. If you want some wrap-ups, I'll start doing wrap-ups for you. I've done them maybe once or twice, but if y'all want some wrap-ups, just let me know down below. I will gladly do them for you, like, because, I mean, I need more content and stuff. I don't know if I'm going to post a November TBR. We'll see what happens. But I will check in with y'all later on whenever I get into The Boy Who Cried Werewolf. And I can't wait. This looks so good. Okay, I'm gonna get off here and I'm gonna start reading. Bye. Hello friends, so I have been reading this all day. Monster Shoot, The Boy Who Cried Werewolf. Sorry for the glare. I'm currently on chapter 23, page 127. Here. I'm literally almost done with the book. It's very good. So it's about this boy right here. His name is Max Blood Knight, and he's visiting his grandparents, his father's parents, and he doesn't know them at all. He's never met them or anything, and his mom leaves him there for like 3 days. Because his grandparents have a big surprise about his father. He learns that his father died in a hunting accident, but it's a werewolf accident, and he makes a friend, but his grandparents tell him to not trust anyone in town, not even neighbors. Even though he still talks to her, her name is Jade. They end up going in the forest when he wasn't supposed to go in the forest. He also finds his dad's lab, because his dad was a scientist. And he's learning more and more about his dad. He ended up finding a silver dagger, and he stabbed a werewolf in the eye. And you find out it may or may not be a family trait, so I will probably continue this tomorrow, but that's my update for the night. Talk to y'all tomorrow.
Seeing you make skipping work so tempting. Don't you know that in the night I'm temping here at this?
Hey y'all, so I'm coming on here because Jen sprints are over and I'm updating on The Halloweeners by J.H. Reynolds. So I'm currently on page 38, chapter 5. So what's happened so far is it's about this boy here in the ghost costume. His name is Fisher. It seems that his parents got a divorce, and his mom moves him around a lot because she's a vice principal. So she got another job to be a vice principal at a different town and everything. So she's trying to get out of the town that they're in now because it's her hometown. She grew up here, so she doesn't want to be here anymore. And probably because of Fisher's dad. We don't know anything about Fisher's dad right now. The only thing we know is that he's gone, that he left. And that, that he was trying to use their divorce as an excuse to not have them move because he's tired of moving. I get it. I hated moving as a kid also, but you have to do what you have to do. So he ends up getting grounded, and he sneaks out. His mom tells him, oh, by the way, I have to host the annual high school freaking ball or whatever it's called. So sorry, my son's right in front of me and he's making it very uncomfortable. So he basically sneaks out, heads to their treehouse headquarters of the Halloweeners. There's a kid named Squirrel, Champ, and Pez. Pez is the one inside of the lake monster. Champ is the this guy, and Squirrel is the vampire. So they're on their Halloween route and everything, and they end up stopping at this creepy old mansion right here, and this cauldron is full of candy. So Champ eats a candy bar from it, and he is like engrossed with how good the candy is. So he starts taking handfuls. There's a note on the cauldron that says take one. And then Pez starts eating them, and he starts taking them, and Squirrel's like, this is against the rules of the Halloweeners. We're never going to win the contest because we're taking more than what we should. that's basically where I left off at. It's very good, very interesting. I connect to Fisher a lot because I did move around a lot as a child. I mean, throughout high school and everything, I was moving around a lot. He's super into movies, monster movies to be more specific, comic books. I was into all that too. I'm still into all that, but it's very good so far. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I want to see what happens next with them. I will update you after Princess's Sprints. I was just doing an update because I am 38 pages in, like I said. So I have like that much more to go. There's 177 pages inside this book. So can't wait to see what happens and what is going to happen with this creepy house. So yeah, I will check in with y'all later, and yeah, okay, bye. Hey y'all, so it is currently 5:25, and I just finished the Halloweeners. It's gonna be a 5 out of 5. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I really loved it. Perfect for Halloween, and I read it on All Hallows Eve. So perfect, y'all. Thoroughly enjoyed it, loved it. So Fisher ends up staying in the town. His mom decides to stay. She gets a note from her dead father. Fisher saves Halloween, and Ava is becoming a Halloweener at the end of the book. It's really good. It's very wholesome, and it's such a good kids middle grade book, whatever you want to call them. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I recommend this book to anyone who loves Halloween, loves middle grade, or just needs a really quick read for the Halloween season. This is perfect, and it's not too scary to read to your kids during Halloween time, so I would suggest doing that too if you would like. So good. Really enjoyed it. Princess is still doing her sprints. So, see? Princess still doing her sprints. We have 7 minutes left in the sprint. Really enjoying it, loving it. So, yeah, I would say this is the end of this vlog. So, remember to be safe out there and be kind to each other, and always go on your next book adventure. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!
If I could begin to be half of what you think of me, I could do